We have Jayendra Naidoo, who's the chairman of Star, in studio with us. We are talking about the company's future after the Steinhoff saga. A lot of uncertainty for the outlook of Star, given what's happening at its parent. But Jayendra joins us in the studio for that conversation. I mean, Star beyond Steinhoff, you are looking to change the name, firstly. But beyond that, what is the outlook for the company looking like?
It's a good company. You know, it's got some great brands in it, especially Pep and Ackermans. They've been around for a long time. They serve the discount retail market directed at the lower income population. So they're very price focused, very fast moving in the goods that they serve. It's expanded to deal with financial services type of transactions, airtime, even electricity payments and things like that, DSTV payments and so on. So these are very strong companies. There's another group of companies which fall under speciality, which are brands like TEKKIE Town, like Refinery, John Craig and so on. And then there's a business which is kind of a new age based on electronic and technology, basically platforms, which is called Flash, which provides services to 140,000 informal sector retail outlets. And that's also growing very, very, very fast. So I'd say at the operational level, these are fantastic, well-known businesses. As a result of some of the corporate issues that's affected the majority shareholder, its share prices come off. But the underlying performance continues to grow in double digits. And once we've cleared through the corporate issues, I'm sure that Star will be fully rated and it will continue to grow as it has been. The change of the name is really a result of the fact that it's a good thing to now go back to the power corporate brand, which was Pepco. You know, all these businesses were under Pepco, and then after Steinhoff, it changed, and it's appropriate to go back to that now.
Mm. But you've been seeing some impact from the fallout of the saga around the parent company.
Yeah, look, we've had a really exciting 6-7 months since December 5th to December 6th. And many things had to be done, you know, from a simple thing like making sure that the annual financial statements of the company were all correct and didn't need any restatements, which was done, to
taking away focus from everyday operational issues, strategizing,
management time,
the business.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So the corporate issue has distracted the management. It's also caused the board to have many more meetings. Normally a board has 4 meetings. We must have had 14 meetings in the last 7 months, but dealing with these issues, and we've been working through them. You know, the biggest thing we did was the refinancing, which also cleansed all the guarantees that Star had to Steinhoff, which was a big number.
Sure. So Jayendra, I mean, the other corporate issue that Star is facing right now is the fallout with the management there at TEKKIE Town.
Very unfortunate, yes.
What's the latest there? Where are we now? Because I do understand that you have, or Star has obtained a court order. Essentially, the story was that you were accusing them of stealing data, IP, and now they are no longer allowed to do that. Can you just give us the update?
Well, management of TEKKIE Town, the founders of TEKKIE Town sold their business to Steinhoff. Steinhoff sold his business into Star, and unfortunately the founders were paid in Steinhoff shares, which has lost a lot of value. So the value of what they got is diminished, and I think they're very unhappy about that, obviously. You know, and they've got a point, very good point on that. I believe that they would like to buy the business back, which is also understandable.
On that, there was a rumor that they had actually made an offer for the business in the region of around 2 million, but that Star management wanted a slightly higher figure, around 3 million. Is that a rumor or a statement of fact?
I can only confirm that we've had a few informal discussions. We have never received an offer as such, and we've given guidance on how we think we can solve a problem constructively, but Star cannot sell a business at anything below than its market value.
All right, but you'd be willing to sell it at the right price?
I can't comment on that, but I can say we cannot sell a business other than at the fair price. If we were to sell any business, TEKKIE Town is a small business in Star, not a big business. It's a good business. We take care of all the businesses that are there. The management have now left, which is unfortunate. Not all of them, but a huge number, which was kind of a walkout. Reminded me of my union days when people walk out like that, 100+ people. And they're entitled to resign if they wish to resign, which is unfortunate. Star has got 5,000 different stores, so it's not short of skilled people, and has deployed a team in place. So it's unfortunate that some of the chaps who left have tried to do things which are a little bit unnecessary, breaking into the IT system, trying to disturb the point of sale. And one of them came and gave some evidence, and as a result of that, we've taken an interdict. We have to uphold all our legal rights. So this also muddies the water, so it's hard to talk to people when they're not playing the game straight.
For sure. Of course, in their defense, they also claim that they actually were pushed out, and that's why they left the company, but that remains to be seen. Another rumor, Jayendra, could you please clear the air around the fact that Star is attempting to bribe some of those executives who did leave to come back? That came out in the media, statement of fact, or a rumor?
Yeah, I'm about to now use language you're not supposed to use on television, but let's say that's the biggest load of nonsense. People who left, influenced by whatever reasons, are entitled to come back, and we're entitled to take them back. There is no bribe offered to anybody, but the fact that somebody came back to work and thought carefully about his family. How would you deal with something when you've resigned, you've got no job, and the people who may be offering you a job have got no chance of having that job? That, I think, is a reasonable action for a person like that to come, have the conscience not to do illegal things. So, it's a bit of unnecessary noise to say, you're being bribed if you want to stop stealing something and you go back to where you've got a normal job. That's really nonsense.
In what shape and form do you see Star emerging out of this? Do you foresee the potential that there may well be parts that you may lose as a result of trying to position the business to survive this?
It's such a good business, it will keep going forward. It's growing, it's been growing for 20 years, all the different underlying businesses. Yes, there may be some changes, some acquisitions, some disposals and so on, but at this point, it's all normal business. We're cleaning out the corporate issues that have been there. It's mostly done. Once we change the name of the company, then we'll be able to set forward what will be the strategy for the next 3 years, and it should really be all growth.
And what if Christo Wiese wants his Pepco back and he comes back for it? Have you prepared for such a scenario?
His claim is to Steinhoff, so the maximum that can happen out of that is that shares that are currently held by Steinhoff could become held by other people who have claims, like Dr. Wiese. Wouldn't affect us at all, because it doesn't matter from a Star perspective whether there is a 70% shareholder or there are 7% shareholders. It's really got no implication for the future of Star or how it operates, or for other shareholders as well.
We have to leave it there. Thanks very much indeed for coming through, Jayendra. But I can tell you now, I just hope everybody would come back, because this saga has cost us a speedo walk by the CEO, the former CEO of TEKKIE Town, Bernard Mostert. You promised you would come and model here in his speedo if he reached some target. But unfortunately, all that is, of course, now water under the bridge. But if everything goes back together, who knows? We may have you and him doing his model. Thanks very much for coming through.
But he would be in a speedo, not me.